folks, welcome to the channel, everybody. We got the wagon here. See, got the wagon out today after who knows how many hours of a mile of a trip we just took all the way from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, all the way to something, Missouri. We're here at Nonamenationals. This was a last-minute decision to come out here. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it out or not, so I didn't tell anybody. I just kind of showed up. So I don't know what we're going to get into while we're down here. I mainly came down here because I want to meet a few people and hang out and have a good time. I don't think we're going to be running the car on the track. It's not really a race car per se, but who knows? Maybe we'll get it out there. We found Mark from Bigfoots and Mopars over here. He's got a 67. Noisy. What's going on? We're all at the YouTube show. Nonamenationals 2022. So we got here. It's, I don't know what time it is. It is 6 o'clock on Thursday. It's the first day where people show up, hang out, meet and greet and all that. We just got here. And the parking lot's kind of empty at the moment. So I'm gonna hang out for a little bit and see who shows up. And I guess tomorrow is the day for all the action. So take it from there. Here we are, day one. Here's the car I wanted to see.
Man, I wish I could have brought it. After we got my Charger loaded up on my trailer, bought from a buddy of mine, the trailer's only 18 foot long, so it's just big enough for the Charger. Literally just wide enough. After we got loaded up, the neighbor crossed the street and said, man, I had a 24-foot trailer. And then what's his name from NSB? Like, Jack? You gonna go get it out? I want you to get it out.
All right, Dad, what are we filming today?
Oh, God. Filming.
All right, so in this episode of Scott's Beach Shop, Jed's gonna jack his car up by the oil pan.
Yes. Yeah, that's a solid structure of beef. It is. Everybody knows that. That's where you jack your Chrysler up from. And before people ask, where's my jack stands? I got Jesus.
Harbor Freight was fresh out.
Screw jack stands, we die like men. And I love the 60.
You got anything to say? Not to the people on YouTube land? You got anything to say to people on YouTube? How about you, Chris?
We made it.
Yeah, we made it.
I thought it almost looked like it was going to rub on this fender, but it no, you got this much space.
The Dodge Whisperer is here, 68 Barracuda. Car hasn't run in 20 years. They brought it out here for the Nonamenationals. Stop with Cletus, featuring Cousin Cletus out of Arkansas. It's a 96 Volvo wagon. Got an LS engine in it.
Everybody stuff, say hi.
Hello.
Cletus Street Machines. It's here out of Tennessee. The Low Budget Garage. I like that name. Low Budget. Don't want to know that. Sonny Quick Art Sweater. We finally got it painted. Brought it out here with the Nonamenationals. The Night Watcher. Ready to rock and roll. The W100. Gonna have to roll through the rest of these pretty quick. RC Industry in the trusty Chrysler Cordoba. ACC Garage with David from Ohio is here. Tall Garage with Ken out of Indiana with that 87 Ranger. Stephen Holtz from Just Drive It. Out of Stephen, Texas, 68 Fairlane 500. Mopar Man 1978 is here with that 82 Dodge D150. Lunar Outlaw Garage, all the way from New York with their 89 Toyota Supercharged Supra. Bubba Ayers, 86 C10, Torque Racing Production with Rollins from Kentucky. It's a 4th generation Camaro called Project Reaper. JB's Little Shop out of Tennessee, 85 S10 Blazer. Got Big Block 402 featuring Steven in his 64 Chevy C10.
Yours is right.
White Trash Motorsports with Sam out of Pennsylvania. It's an 80 Cutlass Levi's Backyard Performance. I got to meet Dylan this morning with that 75 Laguna. He's trying to be the fastest Laguna, the quickest Laguna in the world.
Hey, you made it.
Okay, Lee and Dean.
Yeah.
You got it right. Out of 100 people, you got it right.
If everybody gets clear out of the town, line of the racetrack,
That's where I got the
Oh, I spot a Trans Am steering wheel.
Every one of these cars all track at the same time. So
Got a big snail on it too. Another Pontiac. Is this snail powered? No. Then we got a Javelin over here. And then right there, they're teching the cars.
Everybody be just fine.
Then we got another Le Mans. This is a 70.
Out of lanes 1 and 2.
As seen on YouTube. I can prove it. I can prove this thing's been seen on YouTube.
There's a little divot there to let you know when you're there.
Proof.
Feel free if there's not somebody there. You got somebody.
That's the
with
proof.
Water. Feel free to spray some more water on it. So
Just in case you didn't know.
We will have no scoreboards.
It looks like
No
Jack's
line
car.
only, but during bracket
But
racing,
different,
I will
you
have
know?
the dialing boards on, so at least you'll know you're dialing. All right, so make sure you check your dialing before you stage. Once you stage, the dialings you see back here when you're sitting there in the burnout box, that's your dialing. So
Then we got a
if you roll
crusty
up to
Chrysler
these,
300.
the dial-in that's on that board right then is the car behind you. Yours would be on the board when the car in front of you is taking off, just so you know. We do have some 110 race gas left at my unit, and I have nothing all left at my unit. We have top end lube in the concession stand, dial-in if you need it. Full menu down there today that you see for us if you can. Everything,
Oh man, I need a lot of interior parts out of this car.
please support that if you can. Anybody got any questions for me? Where is the what? Fuel right now is still in the...
Got the Holy Goat over here.
Last minute.
anybody's ever seen this car on YouTube, this thing sat in a field for years and people were just shooting at it. This is years ago. But anyway, these guys dug it out of the field and got it out back on the road. It's called a Holy Goat. Looks like they were driving this thing through the hood.
Content creators, we're coming out here for the inaugural No Name Nationals. I know it was a trek for a lot of you, and it was very difficult to get here for some of you, especially with Hurricane Ian going on. So, thank you very much for coming out. And making this
Custom.
what it should be. You know, it was John and I had this vision, and we really realized that there was a lot of content creators that were building really neat stuff. But we didn't have a venue that could focus specifically on them. So what we did is we created this event to focus specifically on you guys. You're outside the box thinking, because a lot of you are working just like the regular time, like you're doing a low budget at home with the parts that you have, just enjoying what you do.
That door is just Swiss cheese.
In reality, that's the essence of True Hot Rods, right? That's how it all started, and that's how it's going to continue to grow. Anyone can go buy a pile of parts. Nobody can make something that's not supposed to.
Chris, I say you should make a matching twin to this car out of the Firebird.
No.
What, take it out in the field and just sit and shoot at it for a couple days? That's okay. You see the bullet holes in the interior?
No.
Oh yeah, look it down in the kick panels and stuff. There's all kinds of bullet holes.
Yeah.
Literally passing through it.
Oh yeah.
See them down here?
Yeah.
And back here you can see where the bullets came through here.
Ryan, I want to thank all you guys for coming out too. I put on a lot of events here, and I'm pretty pleased for
Dallas series. He's really worked hard on this. He's been working on it all year. My name is Barkley. I'm the trip commander.
Then we got this ambulance over here that is so ugly, it's cool looking. I would drive the shit out of this thing. I'm just wondering what's going on under the hood. We'll get there in a second, because I want to look at the little jump seat they have in the back. That is awesome. Was this like a 68? 68 Pontiac amble amps. And it's got an engine in it. And that is a wicked looking color on that engine. Look at the horn on this thing.
I know, I see it.
Look, it's already pulling a wheelie. Look how big the doors are.
I know.
Something else that's interesting, they give you a rear door lock on these.
Yeah.
And then me and my dad were trying to figure out what taillight this came off of. It looked like a 63 Impala taillight, but it's not. I looked at the date code, and the taillight's from 66. And here comes the Datsun with that looks like a Corvette in the front. I call that the Vetson. Yeah, this actually has space for a wagon.
Looks like it had rear AC. That's what the vents are, rear heated AC.
Alright, so now we just made it to the front of the tech line, see if the wagon will pass inspection, which it should. Actually, I know, well, there's only one reason it wouldn't, and it's nothing's wrong with the car. It's they don't want antifreeze in them, they want water, and I'm not draining the cooling system. But other than that, yeah, that whole line right there, we just waited for like an hour and a half to get teched, so I'm next in line. And we'll go from there. All right, so we all saw how that just went. They put me against a Nova that runs like 6 and 7s. I was trying to run against that guy with the 70 Riviera. It's a 70 Riv with a 455. So I'm gonna try and square up with him tomorrow. And I wound out first gear in the wagon. I went to go hit second, and it went right to third. So I pulled right back down to second. And
quit making excuses.
let's dock our cameras together.
Oh, there we go. Quit making excuses.
The excuse is that the car's a piece of junk.
Sean, you got us here.
Yeah.
It's got to get us home too.
It whistled the whole way here. No, so I'm gonna try it again tomorrow. And then we got this guy right here. Can you split your eyes 2 different directions?
Oh, that's too much effort. I almost pooped. Oh man, I'm getting
all the attention.
You guys are tag teaming me.
So say hi to the camera.
Hang on. Okay, now we're good. You can tag team me. Since you're this big YouTube guy, you're gonna sign my hairy ass. All right, where's my marker?
I was gonna get it on. I wanted it on the titty, but
I got a big half-inch wide. You don't have a marker in there. You could carve it in with a screwdriver, then it'll be there forever. Yeah. You got a pink marker. It is pink yet. Well, it's supposed to be red, but it comes out pink. We tell them to put pink stripes on it.
Anyway, I'm gonna run the car again. I'm gonna line up with that 70 Riv, and we're gonna see what we do. I'll show you my time slip in a second. I looked at his time slip, and we're really, really close to each other, like I thought we would. Big car, big car. They both have 455s. His is a Buick, mine's an Olds. So let me look for this time slip real quick. Let's see here. Found it. Hang on. Damn.
Oh.
Anyway, we're in the right lane here. So pause that if you have to, and you can pretty much see who they put me up against. Car did a second faster than it did last time with the 350. It wasn't terrible, but just get a look at that car. I'll go ahead and film some more when we get back on the track. Any closers?
Subscribe to Marty. Subscribe to Marty.
We'll be back.
Did anybody get a picture of you look in the corner?
Anyway, so I got 2 passes in. I got one in yesterday that was terrible. Car took off great in first gear, wound it out, went to go grab second, and it went into third. So I had to pull it back down into second. Forget what I ran for time. I'll look at the tickets here in a minute. And then today I made a pass. It was much, much better. First time yesterday, I went against some Disco Nova from the 70s. It's straight piped, open header. I couldn't hear anything. It was what it was. But then we had Junk Car Willie with a 70 Buick Riviera with a 455. That's who I went against today. And we should have been dead even. He has a 70 Buick 455. I got a 69 Olds 455. Heavy car, heavy car. It should have been dead even. When the light turned green, I hooked, I went, I wound out all three, I wound out first gear, wound out second across the finish line. Poor Willie, I was looking at my side mirror the whole way down the track, and he's just way back there spinning tire and spinning tire. He's got these bicycle tires in the back with the factory Buick mags, and they're just not putting the power to the ground. Other than that, we should have been side by side, neck and neck. I will have to get that footage off of Willie. He's gonna send it to me. And I'll go over the tickets here in a second. But before I get there, we were just up at the staging line with Jed. And I'm sure you've seen it on his channel, or you're gonna see it on his channel, but light turned green, clutch came out, hammer went down, it dead hooked, and it went boom. Looking under the car, the tail shaft of the transmission is still attached to the drive shaft, and it blew the tail shaft off. It's still attached, and when we're pushing the car, the tail shaft's just rotating with the drive shaft. I actually got to sit in it and steer it all the way from that end of the property down to here. So technically, I got to drive the Charger. I gotta tell you, I thought it drove great. But it sucks, man, you know? It is what it is. He's taking it like a champ, but you know in the back of his head, we all know what's going on.
Just go ahead and stay.
He found the weak point in the car. He had an excellent rear end, an excellent engine, and he found the weak point, and it was that tranny.
All right, back to time trial action. We're going to clear these cars out of the lanes and go right in.
So, it's Jed's car. I'll let Jed tell the official story on his channel. I'm sure, like I said, you've probably seen it there first, and if you haven't seen it, go check him out. And I'm gonna grab these time slips.
No wave.
I could hand model it.
Hey, go ahead. I'll hold it. Show it off. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, I want to figure what.
Oh no!
Oh god!
It's dirty now.
I guess that's mine now.
Contamination.
We're super glue.
Where'd
this little bolt come from? I don't know. It was laying on a track. It's a metric bolt. Maybe that come off of something else. Picking up other people's.
Dude, that doesn't rotate at all against itself. That is locked.
Looks like it might have twisted the splines in it.
I
don't know where this goes. It's pretty bad when you can't. Oh, man. That fits right there. You say it hurt that yoke? Yeah, the yoke's crashed.
So do I get to take this as a souvenir?
No.
Thanks, Jed.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you wear it around your neck all year. That's quite the shot.
All right, so here's the tickets from yesterday. I was in the right lane for that Nova. The Nova absolutely annihilated me. I came across the track at 68 miles an hour, and we ran a 1048. And then today, I was in the left lane, and this is me against Willie in that riv. Willie's in the right lane. He's got really good reaction times, but at 60 foot, he just could not put any power down. And then I did a little bit better, coming across at 70 miles an hour at 10.34. So, how does sound go down the track?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What happened with Willie's car?
Spin City.
Spin City. I told Willie, at least you got one thing going for you. You can brag and tell people, hey, it'll smoke the tires for an entire eighth mile.
Oh, freaking eighth mile track.
that's
what it was
right?
doing. That car runs good though.
I'm telling you, if that guy if he had fatter tires on that thing, that grip, we'd probably been neck and neck.
Yeah, I think if he could get it to hook up, it would have been a really good race.
It would have been, with his reaction times, it would have been a real competition, you know what I mean?
Yeah, his reaction time was killer. But yeah, that's a good running car.
So,
I venture to say he might almost beat you if he actually could hook it up.
yeah, that's,
You know,
I'm telling you, I think it'd be fender to fender.
yeah, it'd be close. It'd be real close. Because that thing runs good. So, we improved a second over the last time. Or a little more than a second, so.
Yep.
Bad. And there's probably still a little more in it. Just don't want to find out here.
But yeah, that's, I was gonna say. Yeah, we're done. We're not gonna make any more passes because that's just a bad feeling. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, it is what it is, but he trailered it here and he can get home. We drove the wagon, and if that thing explodes, something goes wrong, we're fucked. I mean, we're screwed. We're 1,000 miles away, you know? So, we had our fun. We're gonna hang out with everybody else the rest of the day, and we're gonna pack it in and go home tomorrow. But I'm sure I'll whip the camera out and film something else in a minute.
Coming up with the mostly old parts and rust 74 Duster paired up with the James and James Show 1974 Chevy Nova. Looks like 1974 all over again. Should be a good pair. Nice on the left lane, turbo on the right lane. Very good pair. Man, James got a tune-up on that thing now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Holy smokes.
That's the first car I had to race.
That was good.
Damn, that thing was quick.
Get it, Big Mac!
Hoopty barn.
Here comes Mike in the 51 Dodge Coronet. And Ernesto in the Dodge truck with an LS and a carburetor and a manual transmission out of Toyota. What a unique combination. We got that thing all the way in from Southern California to Raceway. That's a long haul. And he gets there first.
Too bad.
All right, so 4 points to ride. Back for the pro. And that dart drove around the Roadrunner. Even after a red light start, the dart still drove around the Roadrunner. Here's our runner-up from the 28 10-5 category, the Mopar Whisperer, excuse me, the Dodge Whisperer. This is Noah taking on the Nacho Cuda from Bad Tree Productions. Cuda gets there first. Oh, after a red light, so give that one
Red light didn't jump the gun.
But they were
to
side by
Bad Tree
side.
Productions.
I wonder if they're gonna hot lap.
I want to see what this 455 does. Yeah, but that Mustang's kicking a lot of people's ass. I think it's quick.
Looking for traction and not
quasi traction.
Gets there first. Bang in the gear.
Tight too.
What's that?
That was tight.
That Nova rolls.
How far did he pull the wheels off the ground? Actually, about that far.
But dude, it doesn't have traction issues. It just goes.
It works. Why? That thing runs good.
Try racing a wagon against that and hearing what you're doing.
They put you up against them. This sets you up for a failure.
Another quick pair of Mopars here. Just Mopar Joe in the purple Barracuda. Side by side the entire length. Joe gets him at the stripe by 11th down. Here's the rest of the old part for the run. They run hard.
Dangerous bridge. What do we cross, the Mississippi? This ain't the bridge we took on the way in, because if it was, we'd be dead.
No, this one's not clanking like the other one is. That was rough. The other one was clank.
We came across this bridge earlier. Every joist in the bridge was like, ba-bang, ba-bang. We thought shit was falling off the car. Yeah.